Hi, it's me. Today we are exploring America's most haunted places. These stories come from real people who experienced terrifying things in some of America's scariest locations. Some of these stories have been passed down through generations, while others were shared just recently. Each one is guaranteed to give you the chills, so let's get started. Eastern State Penitentiary, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. While touring Eastern State Penitentiary, I felt an overwhelming sense of sadness and pain wash over me. It was as if the spirits of the inmates were reaching out to me, desperate to share their anguish. As I continued my exploration, I began experiencing strange phenomena. The hair on the back of my neck stood on end, and I could feel unseen eyes watching me from the shadows. Then suddenly, without any warning, an ice-cold hand gripped my shoulder, sending shivers down my spine. Terrified, I whirled around, but there was no one there. Yet I could still feel the icy touch on my skin. As I hurried away, I heard the sound of dragging metal moans echoing behind me, growing louder with each step I took. I didn't dare look back. Instead, I fled, desperate to escape the haunting presence that seemed to be following me. But as I ran, I knew I wasn't alone. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Louisville, Kentucky. During a tour of Waverly Hills Sanatorium, our guide shared a chilling story about the ghost of a young girl named Ruth. Ruth had tuberculosis, and her mother would sneak her into the sanatorium at night to receive treatment. However, she was eventually caught and quarantined, leading to her death. Our guide told us that Ruth's spirit is said to roam the halls of the sanatorium, searching for her mother. Suddenly, we heard the sound of footsteps approaching us. We turned around, but there was no one there. Then we felt a cold breeze and the distinct smell of baby powder, even though there were no children present. As we continued the tour, we noticed that the temperature dropped dramatically in the room where Ruth had stayed. And then we saw her, the little girl's ghost. She appeared in the corner of the room, staring directly at us. Some even witnessed her moving from room to room, as if searching for her mother. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I was visiting Gettysburg with my family when I decided to explore the town's cemetery on my own. As I walked among the rows of headstones, a strong sense of sadness and despair washed over me. The further I ventured, the more intense the feeling became, until suddenly I couldn't take it anymore and broke down in tears. My family found me, and we left the cemetery together. But once outside the gates, I turned back to see a woman in a long white dress walking toward me. She had a sad expression on her face and seemed to be crying. When she reached me, she passed right through me and vanished,